Alright, so coming into 2026, it's looking like market conditions are going to be better than ever. You feel me? Election conditions are over, and the first week of the year, I made 6.5% trading futures, with gold already treating us this year. I'm going to be breaking down exactly why I took them, the liquidity supply demand concepts that I saw, and how staying patient for these specific A+ setups paid off so much more than overtrading ever would. So take some notes and let's get straight into the charts. Alright, so let's get rid of all of these markings and break down what I saw at the start of the day. Every day, I'm going to start with market structure, and if we look backwards, we can clearly see that we are bullish. One really simple way that you can see this is that we are from the bottom left of my screen to the top right of my screen. And if we look a bit closer, we can see consistent higher highs and higher lows formed. This low is higher than this low, and this high is higher than this high. It really is as simple as that. Now this is going to back up gold's movement perfectly, since gold is a bullish instrument, so we're going to be favoring uptrends so much more than downtrends. It's not to say that I'll never take sells on gold, but let's just mark this as our first great confluence. Next, let's go back and look at our zone. As we always like to see, there was a great bullish move out of seemingly nowhere, which left behind some pretty big gaps, so we definitely know that institutions were buying here. After we made this zone, we can see that we already have our swing of liquidity, which is just going to sit under this small bearish retracement. Now, the fact that our zone is backed up by multiple other candles and our liquidity is backed up by multiple other candles just makes it so much stronger, since all of this consolidation is going to be a build-up of orders, and these multiple bearish candles are going to make it so this swing is just so visual, so we can be a lot more confident that liquidity is sitting under here. Now after this, what do we want to see? Well, that's going to be another break of structure to the upside, which is going to need to break liquidity's high. This just means the market makes another higher high, which is once again another characteristic of an uptrend. If you were to come up to here and then go lower, then we'd be making bearish market structure and completely disregarding one of our biggest confluences, which is liquidity. Now, after we break this market structure to the upside, the market can do a bunch of things, which is come straight back to our zone from here, which would be very textbook. It could go on to make another bullish swing and then come down to our zone. It would still be valid. But let's see what actually happened. If we go forward, we see a lot of price action unfold, with another higher high formed, like I was just saying, a higher low formed, and it actually made a lower high, which really could have knocked down the quality of the setup. But straight after this, we broke that and broke that previous high, therefore having that final confirmation of a bullish market structure. Now this looks completely different to what it did maybe like 10 seconds ago, but it is just as clean. And if we look at price action towards our zone, we can see how clean it is. We get fake outs from another potential demand above us, which was completely valid on our strategy, but didn't give us our valid entry models. So we didn't get entry, but some people clearly did. Some traders a bit less disciplined than us. But the fact that I got faked out is just going to add more liquidity to this swing, just stacking even more confluences, which is great to see. But what I really like about this move to the downside is the gaps that are formed. We come down in a really straight line, leaving behind a lot of imbalances in the market in these fair value gaps. And if you didn't know, these fair value gaps love to get filled. The market is never going to continue in one direction like this forever. You never see that. If you go back in the market, literally every strong push to the upside is always retraced. This is going to be a great confluence for us, since if we were to come down to our zone, get our valid entry models wherever that may be, then the market is obviously just going to go on to fill in all of these imbalances. But let's go back to this entry, because I actually didn't take break of candle. So if we zoom in, we can see that break of candle was a valid entry model. Since we shot off with a lot of volume, we don't know if we're ever going to slow down, and the trade really could just run off without us. And this actually would have been the best entry. I would be lying if I said that I didn't just miss this entry. We're all human, we all make mistakes, and I was a bit late. Therefore, I just pretty much got in on this directional close. Now, in terms of take profit logic, and a take profit that you're going to see me take to so commonly is simply opposing liquidity. As we know, literally all liquidity is a buildup of orders that the market wants to seek, and this sits on lows and it sits on highs. Therefore, there is going to be a strong level of liquidity all the way up at this high that adds once again another confluence that the market wants to go upwards, and there really is nothing else that the market wants to see. We've ticked off every single box that it looks for to continue going in our direction. So that was gold. Textbook, really simple to explain, and so was crude oil, which was actually arguably better price action, which is crazy to say. And you might get a lot of value from this breakdown because you may have seen this market completely differently. And let's start in the same place with market structure. Coming into the market, it's really easy to say that we're just moving bearish. We are consistently making lower lows and lower highs, and more than anything, we're going from the top left of my screen to the bottom right, whilst also sitting under the 200 EMA. it really looks like it's stacking in the favor for sells. And this is where key levels are going to be so important to check. If we zoom out and look all the way over here to the left, we can see this bunch of consolidation. Now, we don't do top-down analysis, we don't check higher timeframes, but we can guess that this consolidation is going to be a higher time frame zone. Because what is consolidation? Well, it's going to be a large buildup of orders that we see a huge spike out to the upside from, which seems pretty institutional to me. And if we were to mark out this area, we can see that it perfectly lines up with where we're getting rejections from today. And after these rejections, the market finally starts to make some bullish market structure, forming a higher low, a higher high, then another higher low, another higher high, which breaks this high over to the left as well. Narrowly, but it does break it. You really do have to zoom in to see though. There, we can see that breaker structure. And this was enough bullish confirmation for me. We're not counter trend, we're not going off of nothing. We're just going off of everything that we know the market wants to see to get better risk to rewards. Now, once again, let's look at the zone. Let's look at liquidity. From this large push to the upside, we can see a clear zone formed. I'm sure you guys understand that by now. If you don't, then I've got a bunch of simplified videos on these in the VIP Discord, which is also where I sent these trades before they even happened. And a lot of the VIPs managed to catch this with me. So well done to you guys. If that interests you, or weekly webinars, the chance to ask me anything any time of the day, or just a community of like-minded or more experienced traders, then there's a link to that just down below. If not, then I have a free community where you get trade breakdowns of every single trade I take. Either way, I hope to see you in there. Anyways, back to it. We have market structure, we have our zone. The next thing we need to see is that level of liquidity, which is so clearly formed on this swing. Once again, it's backed up by multiple other candles, therefore we see that visual swing, which liquidity just loves to sit under. After liquidity is formed, we get that break of structure to the upside, which has already happened. And next, we want some clean price action towards our zone. And this straight line is exactly what I'm talking about. We're not going to continue going down like this, are we? We're going to grab liquidity, react from this zone and shoot to the upside, which if I go to the next candle, we can see the kind of volume that we're getting. Now, break of candle was obviously more valid than directional close, but I'll do you one even better because flip entry was also valid. Since if we look at timing, this forms on the 10 o'clock candle. Every higher time frame candle, so half hourly or hourly, is going to give the opportunity for these flip entries, which is literally just entering once we flip from bearish to bullish. It really is as simple as the name of it. Stop loss is just below the deepest wick into our zone, and take profits were at a 1 to 3 for me personally. You could have taken this to a 1 to 5 at opposing liquidity, like I did on the last trade, but I'm sure that you understand that a 1 to 3 is an insane risk to reward regardless. If you don't understand the why behind us taking flip entries, then I have simplified videos on that too in the Discord, as well as videos on this channel. You can understand the entire strategy from this channel alone if you really wanted to. I think so many people like my Discord simply for the community that it brings. So I'm going to leave that choice up to you. Anyways, as you can see, we're already pretty much at take profit. And in 5 candles, you could have hit a 1 to 5. A risk to reward per 5 minutes is crazy. No one usually says it like that, but that is crazy to think. One of the only things that could have been cleaner with this trade was this break of structure over to the left. We didn't have much bullish confirmation, so it would have been nice to see some candle closes above this high. It's not enough to put me off an entry, but it just could have been cleaner. That is really just me being nitpicky though. This was more than clean for me and the VIPs to take, and more than clean for the market to just win off, since it's got everything that I want to see. Once again, we caught this 6.5% in the VIP Discord. So if trading with me or learning to trade like me is your priority right now, or if your thing was more like extra courses, daily morning analysis, trade breakdowns on every trade I take, an active as F community where we talk about all of the trades forming or ask what we could do better next time, or just hours on hours more content, then that is all just down below. You know where you are in your journey, and if you're trying to get to that next step, then I'll see you in there. If not, don't forget to like, subscribe so I can catch you in the next one. Peace.